I came in to the garage today and I noticed that the bighorn here, she kind of had her a lean, and I was like, what's going on? So I walked up and this is what I saw. So we've got us a nasty flat, and to be honest with you, I'm not surprised at all. Hey, what's going on, folks? Bienvenue. My name is Wade, and this is Sabine River Valley. So, I don't know how it is where you are at, but here it just will not stop raining. And though it is sunny right now, it has been pouring, and it is just way too wet for me to do any work out there. I just went and walked through it to see if I could do anything. I've got a major project that I need to do like immediately. I've got a really cool tool to use for that Victory has sent me out, and I really want to open that up, get that hooked up, and do a video on it, right? Show you guys. But it just will not stop raining, and we have sandy loam. It dries pretty quickly, but where I'm working at is actually the clay that we dug up. You know, a few feet under our sandy loam, we've got red clay, and that area is all red clay. So that takes a while before it dries. It won't dry as fast, right? It takes a few days to dry. It won't dry as fast as the sandy loam. So anyway, well, I came in to the garage today. I was gonna do, you know, a couple things, go out and check some areas, go look for some other things that I might be able to do. And I noticed that the bighorn here, she kind of had her a lean. And I was like, what's going on? So I walked up and this is what I saw. So we've got us a nasty flat. And to be honest with you, I'm not surprised at all. This is our second UTV, and our first one we would bring out here and then take it back to our rental when we were building and everything. And pretty much every time I brought it back home, it had a flat on it. And the reason is, one of the main reasons is because of these. Now, let's see. We have honey locust trees, and these are the thorns that come off of this sucker. And when you drive over that, this is what you're left with. It just, you're guaranteed out here to come away with one of these. So what do you do about that if it's going to happen all the time? Well, you could put a tube in the tire, and that might actually do pretty well. That might be a good option for you. But I was watching a video a while back, and I came across someone that had showed something that you can put in the tires that was really impressive. And they were taking these really big screwdrivers and shoving them into the tire and pulling them out, and the tire would seal up, you know, immediately. So I bought that product for the other UTV, the Massimo T-Boss, and filled it up in there. And that was, I guess, a year and a half ago. No, it might have been 2 years. It's probably been 2 years now. It has been 2 years ago, and I haven't had one flat on that since. No flats. I put it in all 4 tires. And what the product is the same thing that I have in my tractor with my rim guard that I have in there. So I put the rim guard in, but they have a product that you can put in with fluid and do the same thing. And so I wanted to protect that investment. And this product is flat out. So I don't know if y'all have seen this or not, but Courtney from Good Works Tractor did a video on it. I think that's the video that I saw, the original video where I saw this stuff. And So I have put it in 2 vehicles now. The flat out is for the UTV, and they have something called Hydro 1500, Hydro Plus 1500, Hydro, something like that. I'll put it on the screen. They have that for ballast filled tires, and so that's what I've got in there. And it's been great. I haven't had flats on any of those, on either one of those. So when I got the Bighorn, I went ahead and bought me a jug of the flat out for this, and I just haven't put it in yet. And I knew eventually I'm going to get a flat, and I was going to have to. And so today is that day. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to put this in. I'm going to go over it with you, how you do it, and we'll get it put in here, and then hopefully, no more flat. And I'll show you that, that when I air this up at all, it immediately starts, you can, the hole is really tiny. You can't really see the hole, but you hear it. It's right there kind of on the top. You hear it immediately. You put water on it, it spits the water out at you. So I'll show you that real quick, and we'll try to mark that. And once we get this put in, we'll see if it's still doing that or not. So, let's get to it and try to get this taken care of. All right, so right here is where the hole is, and you really, you can't see it. You can kind of hear it. Let's see if I can, I don't even know if you can hear that or not. But if I take a little bit of aqua, you can actually see it shoot up. So it's right there. So what I want to do, dry that off. Hopefully I can mark this. And we can come back. Hopefully that'll stay marked. And we can come back after we get this all done, and we can see if there's any more leaks coming out of that or not. So, yep. All right, let's get the air out of this. That's the first thing you want to do is get the air out. So here's our box of flat out. And I bought this myself, full price from their website. I don't know if they do affiliates or not. I've reached out to them. I haven't heard anything back. So funny thing, as I'm editing this video, I get an email from Multisil with an approval for an affiliate program link. And so here you go. Here is a QR code for this Quick Strike off-road product that I'm using here. I'll also have a link in the description. So if you want to go in there and click on it and you're looking for something like this, you'd like to try this, please feel free to use the affiliate link here. I'd really appreciate that. But so here you've got your jug, you've got a little package here, and I kind of think this is the package that I bought. I think there are different ones that you can get, but this comes with the jug. It comes with a pump to pump it into the tire, but it also comes with the valve stem tool, I guess, that you can pull the center of the valve stem out with. You can unthread it and pull that out. So it has everything in this. This kit that I got has everything in it that you need to do the job. All right, so we've got some instructions here. If the pump stops, it's likely because of a blockage in the pump body. The sealant likes to plug holes. Carefully remove head from the pump. Be careful not to lose the small check ball, which will be covered in fibers. Clean the check ball and reinstall it and the head. Use firm pressure when pumping to minimize clogging. So I do remember actually the first time I did this that I had to clean that a couple times. So this is your jug that you get. This is a full gallon. I actually bought, and this is the off-road formula, I bought a second little bag of it because I kind of think last time I didn't have quite enough to do all the full pumps. So I bought a little secondary bag of it that I have in there in case I need that. So let's read the instructions here. It's on the back of the bottle. It says, rotate so the valve stem is near top of the tire. Let's see, remove valve stem cap, remove the valve core with tool provided and allow tire to deflate fully. Attach hose to valve stem and inject the recommended number of ounces. Pump injector approximately 1 ounce per stroke. Remove hose and replace valve core. Inflate tire to manufactured recommended pressure. Replace valve stem cap. Can you see down in there? All right. Put this into the tube. This is a 25-inch diameter. So this says less than equal to 27 inches, okay? So less than or equal to 27 inches, use 32 ounces. So we're going to go with 32 ounces. This is a gallon, which is 128 ounces, I believe. So that'll be 32 for each tire. That is 32 pumps, supposedly. Again, I did this last time. It didn't quite have enough, but I do have an extra little pack that I bought just in case that happens. All right, so we will remove the valve stem core. Be careful not to lose that. So now, the hose hooked up. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to start pumping. I'm going to get it into it. All right, so now we've got some in. I'm not going to count that yet. So now I'm going to start counting. So I got to do 32 of these, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 15, 16. So we're halfway there. Ooh, and that's not great. All right, lost a little. Yeah. 29, 30, 31, 32. All right. Well, I'm glad I bought that extra because we lost a little. Now, I don't know if you have anything like this, but these are great. It even works on my Sierra HD truck. You set what you want the pressure to be, the PSI, and then just hit the start and it starts going. Now the battery on a big tire like that will run out pretty quickly. Probably you might be able to get 2 or 3 tires on that. I don't know that you could get 4, but on something like this, you can get all 4. On the big stuff, like on a larger truck like that, maybe not. But we're going to use this here for this, and they work great. So I'm going to turn this on, and then say I had it set to a larger tire. So, oh, I'm turning, there's a light on it also. So I'm going to go ahead and drop that down to 24. I'm going to go up to 24.5 because when you pull it out, you'll always lose just a little bit. So I'm going to do that. And then all I got to do is hit this button and it's going to start. All right. We are at 24.5. So I'm going to cut this off. Take it out. These are always warm when it finishes, so be careful with that. All right. Jack this up. Okay, so I can't hear anything, but I don't know if you can see this or not. But right here, where the hole is, there is, it looks like flat out, that stuff that we spilt on the ground a while ago when it exploded, it looks like that is right there coming out of that hole. And I can't hear anything. We're going to put some water on that. Nothing. No bubbles. No nothing. Also, that if you ever put it in and there is some coming out, just give the wheel a spin and let that flat out get everywhere in there. And because it might be down at the bottom of the tire, it might be in a certain area, and as soon as you rotate this around and let it fall to wherever close the hole is, it might suck it up and push it up in there. So if you ever have an issue, just give your tire a spin and then see if that stops it. But we don't have anything. We're not getting any kind of leak or anything. Let's see what. So we are at 24.5. So I might actually let a little bit of that out. All right, so we're at 24, which is what it says to be on. So we're going to keep it right there. We'll watch it. We'll check it here again later. But, I mean, not seeing anything else, and it looks like it's good. It looks like it kind of filled that. So I'm going to go around to all the other tires and put this in. All right, so that's all 4 tires. That's how easy it is. You just let the air out and then pump the amount in that you're supposed to have and then fill it back up to the tire rating. Now, on a tractor, you know, I know people will run their tire pressure lower than what the tire actually says because you can get a wider traction, wider footprint on that, and you can get a smoother ride when you do that. You have to be careful with it though, right? Because you can pull those tires off the rim if you let too much air out. But I don't know about UTVs. You know, in my vehicles on the road, I ride at what they're rated at. So I've got this set at 24 because that's what it says on the tire. But is there something different to do with UTVs? Do any of y'all bring the pressure down a little bit lower than what it says? If you do, leave a comment. I'd really like to know that. But I've got them all at 24 PSI, which is what the tire says. We've got 32 pumps in each one of them. So we should be good to go. Hopefully we won't ever see another flat on this as long as these tires are on. I will, you know, I'll drive around, do some stuff on it, and I guess report back if if it does start to leak down and I have another issue. But if I don't in this video, then I haven't had an issue since doing it. So anyway, but that's flat out tire sealant. This is the off-road formula. They've got them for cars and trucks. They've got them for tractors and agricultural equipment. Anything you can think of, they have it. And if you're using liquid ballast, they've got a formula, the Hydro 1500. They have that formula for liquid ballast, which I have in my rear tires on my tractor. I think it's a good product. It has definitely worked for me. I don't know that I've run over anything in the tractor that would have put a hole in it, punctured it. I don't know because I don't have a flat. But in the UTV, in my Massimo, I was getting them every time we came out here. I was getting a flat. I was coming home with another flat. And I would try to patch it or whatever, and you'd get another flat. So put this in there, and it's been 2 years since I put it in and haven't had a flat since. So I believe in this stuff just because I've seen it work for me. Well, I think that's going to be it for this video. I really appreciate y'all watching, and Lord willing, I'll see y'all in the next one.